Well, I spent the first part of the year talking about how cold it was and how this cold Arctic air was going to spread across most of the state. Temperatures again dropped to the coldest levels that we had seen in years for most of the state. But now I'm going to tell you the exact opposite. Now we're seeing that warm air coming up here from the south. Look at this map here. Anything that's in orange is above freezing. Anything that's in yellow is above 20 degrees. And that makes up a lot of the state. We're seeing above freezing temperatures not only in south central, but all the way up the west coast and across Norton Sound, with some of that heat even pushing up into the Brooks Range. High temperatures today, warm, 32 degrees in Nome, 34 in Kotzebue, above freezing in Galena and McGrath. Fairbanks, 39 degrees. Not that impressive until you realize that it was just days ago that we were seeing temperatures there well below zero. 42, the official high temperature in Anchorage that actually hit at 4 o'clock this morning when we were seeing those strongest wind gusts. That ties our previous record high temperature for this date. When you look back to 1978, that was the last time we had temperatures that warm on February 13th. Again, well above the normal of 27. We did spend most of the day in the upper 30s and low 40s. Typically, we would drop down into those mid-teens. But I don't expect mid-teens anytime soon. We have this massive ridge of high pressure here across the eastern side of the state. That is blocking any storms from pushing east of south central into southeast or into western Canada, but it's allowing that storm train to really impact the western side of the state. And this particular weather pattern is going to stick with us here all the way through the end of the week, which means continued dry conditions for the east side of the state and continued wet conditions for the west side. Again, we have that area of low pressure that is right now making its way up the west coast. That is why we have so many winter storm warnings and advisories in effect. This is all for that combination of heavy snow, some freezing rain, and high winds to go with it. Again, spreading from the slope all the way down into the Aleutians. And it's not just one storm system, it's one currently, but a second storm system is going to push into the area tomorrow afternoon and evening. And then we'll see a third storm system following that exact same path, keeping that heavy snow going across the western side of the state all the way through the end of the week. Those of you in southeast, you're under high pressure. That means sunny, dry conditions, winds a little bit breezy, but temperatures continue to be mild. Back into those mid to upper 30s and low 40s. Still seeing warm, dry, and sunny conditions also across the interior. Back to that freezing mark in Healy, up to 34 in Delta Junction. But again, still seeing those high winds through the Alaska Range passes. Up to the slope, temperatures there, again, not extremely warm, but a lot warmer than it has been. Some of the warmest air we've seen in 2024 with high temperatures back into those mid to upper 20s. Out west, again, be prepared for that snow-rain mix. You will get a bit of a break in the second half of the day. But again, be ready for that second round pushing in tomorrow night. And we'll see again temperatures cooling down quite a bit. Out west, we're still going to see that wintry mix, especially from Cold Bay up into Dillingham. Much calmer conditions as you head further into the western Aleutians. Rain is likely in Kodiak, still mid-40s there. Still seeing mild temperatures across the Kenai Peninsula, but calmer winds, more sunshine. We'll see that sunshine across Prince William Sound and up into the Cop River Basin. But again, still seeing those mild temperatures, mild up into the valley again tomorrow as well. Mostly sunny, breezy, but not again seeing those extreme winds. And that's true for Anchorage as well. Wind gusts tonight up to 50 miles per hour, but those will continue to weaken through the night. As those winds start to drop off, our temperatures will start to drop early tomorrow morning, briefly into the mid-20s, but then back above freezing during the day. Definitely above freezing in Girdwood. And again, we're seeing that dangerous avalanche conditions through Turnagain Pass. Anything above 1,000 feet is considered high avalanche danger right now. Really important that you use extra caution until we get some more stable snow. Temperatures in the low 30s by the end of the week, dropping eventually into those teens, Mike, and then we'll see chances for some snow, especially Sunday night into Monday.